There's a new Samsung flagship coming, and it's closer than you think. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is on the way, and we now have a very clear picture of its launch date, pre-order schedule, retail release, pricing strategy, and competition. Thanks to multiple leaks and reports, especially from well-known analyst Ice Universe. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, its expected Unpacked event, pre-order dates, storage changes, and how it stacks up against rivals like Google's Pixel 10a and Apple's iPhone 17e. We'll also look at how big events like MWC 2026 could shape the story around Samsung's next big flagship. Let's jump straight into it. Let's start with the big question everyone is asking. When is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra coming out? According to multiple reports, Samsung is planning to unveil the Galaxy S26 series, including the Galaxy S26 Ultra, Galaxy S26 Plus, and Galaxy S26 at a Galaxy Unpacked event on February 25, 2026. At that event, Samsung will show off its well-known trio of Galaxy S flagships, with the Galaxy S26 Ultra sitting at the very top as the premium model. This will be Samsung's headline device for 2026 and one of the most advanced Android smartphones of the year. Blending premium hardware with the latest generation of Galaxy AI, there was early speculation that Samsung might expand the lineup with additional models like a Galaxy S26 Pro or a revived Galaxy S26 Edge. On paper, that would have given Samsung more flexibility with pricing and features. A Pro model could have slotted between the base S26 and the Ultra, with slightly better cameras or extra features at a mid-high price. An Edge model could have revived the ultra-thin curved edge design trend that peaked in 2025. But that's not what happened. So why aren't we getting a Galaxy S26 Pro or S26 Edge? It comes down to pricing pressure and real-world demand. The idea behind a Galaxy S26 Pro would have been simple. Take the entry-level Galaxy S series and give it noticeably better features, especially in the camera department, then sell it at a higher price than the base model. The problem is the market. The iPhone 17 Apple's vanilla flagship is expected to hold the line at $799. Just like the previous standard iPhone. For Samsung to stay competitive, it can't push its base Galaxy S price too high without losing ground to Apple. Adding a Pro variant above the baseline S26 would likely have forced that $799 starting point upwards. And that's not a move Samsung can comfortably make in such a competitive year. As for the Galaxy S26 Edge, thin and curved phones had their fashion moment, but the numbers tell a different story. The Galaxy S25 Edge reportedly delivered disappointing sales. It didn't hit the sustained demand Samsung hoped for, and a second-generation follow-up would likely have performed even worse in a market that's now more focused on utility, durability, and battery life than extreme thinness. So instead of stretching itself across too many models, Samsung is going back to what works. A focused Galaxy S26 lineup, S26, S26 Plus, and S26 Ultra with tight control over pricing and positioning. The trade-off: Samsung had to spend a bit more time tweaking the designs and adjusting production plans, which has pushed the launch window back by just over a month compared to some earlier internal targets. But the end result should be a cleaner, more confident lineup. Now, let's talk about pre-orders for the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, because this is where Samsung is changing tactics for 2026. In recent years, Samsung and other brands have loved the big moment where, at the end of the keynote, they say, "Pre-orders start now," or "Pre-orders are live today." For the Galaxy S26 series, Samsung is reportedly shifting to a pre-orders open tomorrow strategy. Here's how the schedule looks based on current leaks. Galaxy Unpacked event, February 25, 2026, pre-orders open, starting Thursday, February 26, 2026. Ice Universe adds more detail for the South Korean market, mentioning a structured rollout. Pre-order window, February 26th, March 4th, 2026, pre-sale window, March 5th, March 10th, 2026, at the moment. It's not completely clear whether this exact timeline will apply globally or just to South Korea, but historically, Samsung has kept international pre-order windows fairly closely aligned, usually only varying by a few days. The pre-orders open tomorrow strategy gives Samsung one key advantage. It lets the hype from the Unpacked event build overnight, generating buzz, media coverage, and social chatter. So when pre-orders open the next day, people are ready to buy. Now, if you've ever pre-ordered a Galaxy S phone before, you know Samsung loves incentives, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra is very likely to continue that tradition. Here's what you can realistically expect during the Galaxy S26 Ultra pre-order period. Aggressive trade-in deals. Samsung typically offers boosted trade-in values during launch. For the Galaxy S26 series, you can expect higher minimum guaranteed values for older Galaxy phones, competitive offers for iPhones and Pixels potential. Extra bonuses if you trade in a recent flagship exclusive online colors every year. Samsung reserves a few Galaxy S colors as Samsung.com exclusives. Last year, for example, the titanium jet black Galaxy S25 was only available through Samsung's online store. Expect similar exclusive Galaxy S26 Ultra colors, possibly more muted, premium tones to drive direct online orders. AI focused subscription bundle. Given how hard Samsung is pushing Galaxy AI, it's very likely we'll see AI subscription perks tied to pre-orders. One credible expectation is a free Google AI Pro package or a similar tier of advanced AI tools included for up to a year with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, mirroring what Google has done with some Pixel Pro devices. The big question: double storage upgrade. One of Samsung's most popular pre-order bonuses in recent years has been the double storage offer. Pay for 128 gigabytes, get 256 GB. Pay for 256 gigabytes. Get 512 GB. Pay for 512 gigabytes. Get 1 TB for the S26 series. The rumored structure is slightly different because base storage is going up. More on that in a moment. But the same idea applies. Pay for a lower tier. Get bumped to the next one for free. The catch? Memory and storage costs have been climbing. Depending on how much Samsung has hedged these costs in advance, offering those free upgrades in 2026 might hit the bill of materials harder than in previous years. That could make Samsung more selective about which SKUs get the double storage. Promotion. So when can you actually get the Galaxy S26 Ultra in your hands? According to current information, the retail release date, which is also when pre-orders begin shipping, is set for Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. At first glance, Wednesday might seem like an odd choice. Samsung usually loves a Friday launch to catch the weekend rush, but look at the calendar. That Friday is March 13th, 2026, and yes, that's Friday the 13th. Samsung has reportedly chosen to avoid that date entirely due to its strong superstitious overtones. Whether you personally believe in that stuff or not, it's easy to see why a global tech brand might not want to associate a major flagship launch with one of the most famously unlucky dates in the world. So instead, March 11th, Wednesday, becomes the safe, neutral launch day, giving Samsung time to ramp up shipping and stock levels ahead of the weekend. Now, let's look at one of the most important spec changes that has quietly leaked and could seriously influence buying decisions in 2026. Storage on the Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus is going up to 256 GB. An update from a Finnish retailer has revealed a major upgrade to the entry-level Galaxy S26 and Galaxy S26 Plus. Base storage, 256 GB higher tier, 512 GB colors listed: black, white, sky blue, cobalt violet, with more online exclusive colors likely through Samsung's website. This is a huge move for the baseline Galaxy S26 because it gives Samsung a clear Storage advantage over many mid-range and upper mid-range competitors that still start at 128 gigabytes. Why does this matter? Because in 2026, with 8,000 video, high-resolution photos, advanced AI features, and heavier apps, 128 gigabytes fills up fast. Starting at 256 gigabytes, lets Samsung position the Galaxy S26 as a more future-proof choice, especially for people who don't want to manage storage constantly. This is especially important when you look at the competition.